Hello everyone, welcome to the UCUG video. This time we have like a UC coffee break, and our special guest is Oliver Körber from Anynode, which will present us the software SBC. This is a really important actually session because we will explore a very new thing for us. And so over to you, Oliver. I hope that I pronounce your name properly. In case, please help me to pronounce it in a better way. Over to you. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's great. The name was great. So it's Oliver Körber. So yeah, welcome everybody to this coffee break session. Today I will presentate session border controller and the specialties what our product can do for your business. So
you can take over, sorry, if you want the presentation. Yes?
Yeah, so okay, so the problem is
you can present your PowerPoint file. Yeah, it's coming through.
Yeah, so
that's the beautiful recording. Here we go, all yours.
Okay, first of all, let me introduce our company. So our company is founded in 1990, so it's more than 25 years now. We are in the business of communications. So it's a company in Germany, our headquarters in Germany. Since last year, beginning of last year, we also have an office in Boston. So because we have business around the world, and we also want to support our products around the world. So that's the reason why we started with our office in Boston. So we have about 30 employees. Most of them are in the development. So also support is very important. We are doing only development of software. So that means we do not ship any hardware, or we do not develop any hardware. So we are Microsoft partner. So we are since I think 4 or 5 years Gold application development. So that means that we are spend a lot of time in this Microsoft business. So I'm the CEO of TE Systems. So also since 25 years now. So and in my position, I'm more for the sales, responsible for the sales, and I can support you in questions of sales. So also in support. Yeah, PCN Connectivity. So PCN calling is available at the moment in the US and also in the UK. So, but there are a lot of countries where this is not available at the moment. So Microsoft announced that more countries will be connected in the next month. So maybe next year. So nobody knows. So, and we thought about a solution how to connect Skype for Business Office 365 account to your local SIP provider, connect to your local PBX, and bring them together. So for this, we have a product Anynode. Anynode is a session border controller. So if you see this from the classical product between Skype for Business and the PBX and provider world. So I will show you some special features of Anynode and the differentiator between a classical session border controller, from your business. There are several other vendors selling hardware boxes. So Anynode is easy to install. That means we put a lot of wizards into this software. So I can show you. I can show this later one. So there are always just a few steps you have to go through to make an installation and configuration. So you can use Anynode in virtual environments. So that means environments like Hyper-V, VMware, or other solutions that you can use Anynode also in this virtual environments. So, for example, Azure is also an option you can choose. So Anynode is designed as a native Windows application. We also support the Linux part, but in this case, we want to connect Sky for Business in a Windows world, and so we use the native Windows application. So the very important part in this that we spend a lot of time for the migration way. So that means if you start with Sky for Business, if a customer starts with Sky for Business, you always have a legacy PBX, you have a local SIP provider, and for this you need to connect to integrate this PBX also in your scenario. So PBX integration is a very important part. So and also in the proof of concept. So it's also very important to have great tools for tracing, for analyzing the connections between local PBX, a local SIP provider, and the Sky for Business. So Anynode offers a lot of tools directly in the main installation without installing third-party tools like Wireshark, for example. So monitoring is very important. We have a great overview. We have a dashboard where you can see what's going on in this session border controller. Yeah, and it's always available. So it's just software. So you just can install Anynode on a Windows machine. So if your hardware crashes, you can just take another PC, install Anynode, and anything you can replace directly with your local PC dealer. So no special hardware is needed. So we are certified for Lync 2010, Lync 2030, and also for Sky for Business. So that means that we spend a lot of time in certification process and working on the latest release. We always double check the latest release if Anynode works together with Sky for Business. And we're also in contact with all the Sky for Business guys in Seattle, let me say around the world. So yeah, I mentioned this special scenario today. So we saw a lot of requests in the last months, so that customers wants to connect Anynode together with Cloud Connector Edition and Office 365. So in this scenario, we have on the left side we see a legacy PBX from Unify, Avaya, Cisco, Mitel. So there are many more vendors we integrated in our wizard, so that makes the connection very easy. So in the middle we see the Cloud Connector Edition. So the Cloud Connector Edition is a set of virtual machines you install on a host. You can download this Cloud Connector Edition from the Microsoft website. It's free. You pay for this through the licenses for the Office 365 agents. So that means that everybody who uses Office 365 can download Cloud Connector Edition and install this edition on a host. So in this scenario, we have Anynode in the same on the same host. So that means that we are able to install Anynode on this host and connect Anynode with a local PBX and also with a SIP trunk. So I put three different SIP trunks in this scenario. So it's level 3, Twilio or Deutsche Telekom. So you can connect to, I think, every SIP trunk your local provider offers to you. So we do comprehensive tests with many providers. So after this test, we put this provider also in our wizard. So that means that all the configuration from this wizard, from this provider, we put in the wizard. So means that there are no additional configuration steps between. So that means you just select your provider, you select your Skype for Business, you select your legacy local PBX, and you go only some simple steps, and you connect all together. So I will show this later on. On the right side, you see the Skype for Business. So that means we connect just to the Office 365 cloud. So with this scenario, you will be able to connect your Office 365 users to all this other stuff. So in this scenario, we have both, but you also can connect just in a PBX, or you can connect to a SIP trunk. So for this special scenario, we put together a PowerShell script. So that means normally you can just download an MSI file, install Anynode, and it's a normal Windows application you can install. But for this, we developed a PowerShell script for the Cloud Connector edition. So that means you just download the script from our website. So there are different links on our website where you can find this script. So you start this script, and the script will create a virtual machine. The script will install Anynode, and the script will put configuration stuff out the ini file you have on this Cloud Connector edition directly in this configuration. So then at the end, you will get directly to the configuration of Anynode, and you just have to set up your local infrastructure. So, for example, legacy PBX or local provider. So for this, we put also a video on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So there you can see the complete installation and configuration of Anynode will just take 15 minutes. So it's pretty easy. Here you can see a picture of our scenario wizard. So that means when you start Anynode with a first installation, you will be asked what kind of scenario you want to install. So there you can see, okay, I want to create a relationship between Skype for Business, the provider, a VoIP PBX. So there are different scenarios on the left side you can choose from. So, and it's just a few steps. For example, IP address, maybe some certificates you have to configure. So, but this is really easy to configure without spending minutes and hours in, copies, certificates on a USB stick. And so we try to put all the stuff in these scenarios and make it really easy to install Anynode. So we have some special features in this Anynode product. It's not like a classic SBC. We also put additional stuff into that. We have options to connect. You can see this on the right side. We can implement standard SIP phones. We can include doorbells when they speak SIP also into this scenario. So that means that Anynode also have an SIP registrar. So that's just one feature, but with this registrar, we also create automatically different routing scenarios. So that means that it's very easy to include branch office directly in your scenario. So because customers normally have legacy phone stuff like SIP phones or fax machines in their environment, and they want to include this also. And Anynode provide these features also without additional licenses. So that means you have an inbuilt registrar here. So with many features you can use them at the same time. So so we have a branch office. So that means that you can connect also additional software. On the right side, we have some additional software here. So it's Xcopy. It's a different tool we have, or it's a different software. So directly to the Skype for Business area. So that means that we have also the option that you can include PBXs from Skype. You can include Skype for Business. You can include a SIP PBX, and you can include third-party software like IVR, like contact centers, like voicemail. So you can include this also in these scenarios. So every month we have updated PBX list on our website. So that means that we spend a lot of time to make sure that legacy PBXs can connect easily to our Anynode product. So we have a PDF file where you can find a lot of, let me say, major PBXs we tested already and we put in our wizard. So this list is updated on a monthly basis. So in this list we have PBXs, and we also have a list of many providers around the world. So we test on a regular basis. So we do comprehensive testing. That means we send faxes, we try different codecs, we try different versions. So, and all this experience we make with this PBXs and providers, we put in our wizards. So that make, it's very easy to install Anynode. Some references. So every customer asks for references. I put just some bigger names on it. So I think you will recognize companies like Festo or Word or Axel Springer. So, and they are also major brands using Anynode since many years now. Just a short overlook of a configuration. So Anynode has a web-based configuration tool. So that means that you can access your configurations through a standard web browser like Internet Explorer, Edge, also Chrome, whatever you want. So in this scenario, you have on the left side, you have the different options you can choose from. I will show this directly in a live overview of Anynode. So we have a dashboard. So this is like a monitoring tool. In this monitoring, we can see, hey, what's going on in my session border controller. We can manage registrations. We can see the network interfaces. We can see different connections like LDAP connections with an overview of used licenses. And it's a quick access to see the health of the system. So we also have a connection to, we support an SNMP connection. We support the WMI connection from Microsoft. And in case, for example, a registration failed or a connection breakdown, so we started a trap. So that means the network administration get an notification like an email if something goes wrong with this connection. An overview of all the stuff we support in this scenario. Just mention the interesting stuff. So scalability, we start with 4 sessions. So that's simple installation. And we also support up to 2,000 sessions on one server. So there you can see it's really flexible. You can just add new licenses and so increase your licenses or your sessions you can use. So call manipulation, there are a lot of standard stuff we support in this session border controller. So more you can see on our webpage on anynode.de. So I think the most interesting part is to see this on live. So let me change to a web browser here.
Do you want to share your desktop in case?
Yeah, also.
Anyway, very interesting. Excuse me, very enlightening too.
So here you can you see my desktop here?
No, you need to share your desktop in case of your new programs because it's still showing the presentation. Is loading now. Yes, all yours.
So okay, this is my desktop. So it's a big resolution. So but here see the overview of the Anynode configuration. So, and I already mentioned that we have included all the stuff into the wizards. So, a common problem with session border controller are that we have hundreds of different configurations. So that means we can tune everything, every byte in a different way. So, and that was the reason why we start with our installation wizards. So I already showed this configuration wizard where you can build relationships between Skype for Business and the VoIP PBX, for example. So the Skype for Business includes also the Cloud Connector edition we have here in this scenario. So, and when I go through this installation, so I just go through different steps. So, and for the Skype for Business, so I have to go through this and select the network controller. So I can select different ports. So in case we have a Skype for Business, the configuration suggests the standard ports. You're always able to change this. So also later on, so that's not a big deal. With remote subdomain, the manipulations. So in this scenarios, it's always important to manipulate the numbers to get all the numbers to a standard format. So especially if you use a scenario with a provider, with a legacy PBX and Skype for Business. So we do this like an onion. So all the calls come to Anynode, and we manipulate this numbers to E164 format. So that means that all calls coming out of any word, we can convert this number to a standard format. And when we use outgoing call, we can convert this number to this specific node. So maybe to a PBX, we need 00 before. To a provider, we just need 10 before. So there are many manipulations we can use here. So, and when you go through this wizard, so it's just let me say 10 different steps. Maybe in a scenario where you use TLS connections, so you have to exchange some certificates. So it's really, really easy. So there are some more steps, but it's not a big deal. So, and you can see there are a lot of different scenarios we support here. So it's not only the first configuration, we also have wizards for connecting to Active Directory through LDAP connections. We can read different sources where we can base the routing from A to B. So there are a lot of different configurations we can see here. So in our scenario here, we have a connection to Sky for Business Cloud Connect Edition. We have a connection to Babytel. So Babytel is a provider from US and Canada. We have included here a call manager. We have included some call manager connections to connected through a VPN. We have a connection to an additional Cisco gateway, and we have also a Sky for Business on-prem installation here. So that there you can see it's easy to connect a lot of different infrastructure directly in this Anynode scenarios. So also the routing is very flexible. So and you can configure this also through different wizards. So the last thing is I just want to show the monitor mode. So I explained that there you can see the health of the different nodes. Here you can see the health of LDAP connections. And if you click on one node, there you can see detailed information, what's going on there, what kind of IP addresses, ports are used from these connections. And also if something went wrong, you can analyze this directly. So Anynode includes a comprehensive trace analyzer. So that means in the configuration mode, you just enable your tracing with just one click. And then you can download the trace file, and you have an overview of all calls. You can analyze the audio. You can export everything, and we put all together in a simple tool you can use directly on the machine. So you do not have to install additional tools from third-party vendors on this machine. So if you have any interest, you can just download Anynode from our webpage. It's www.anynode.de, and we have trial licenses. So that means we can do a proof of concept for 30 days, for 60 days, whatever you want, with different amount of sessions. So it's just software. It's easy to download. It's easy to install, and we have a great support. So we have a support in Germany. So and we also have the extended support in the US. So that means that in Europe we are covered. We are covering from 8 o'clock in the morning to about 11 o'clock in the evening. So because we have many projects connecting different branch offices around the world. So and customers wants to have support for this whole project. Yeah, that's just a short introduction into our Anynode product. So there are so many features we included in this product, but it's we need many more time to explain everything. So and I hope you get a short overview of this.
Definitely, that's the way to start, to be honest with you. It's really, really amazing how many things you can do with this software, and we are very pleased to have you actually on this video. Thank you very much, Oliver. You've been really good with us, and I'll take over again, and if you don't mind, and I'll post all your details when we'll actually present the video, so that everyone can contact you and you will be then, contactable anytime from our website too. Okay, this was actually Anynode, the software SBC with Oliver Körber from Anynode in Germany for the UC Coffee Break number 2. And thank you very much, Oliver. I'll just remind everyone about the next event, that is the UC Launch number 4 on the 5th October. We will have SIP trunking and cloud PBX with speaker Paolo Cremonesi from Audio Codes and Eugenio Pesanini from Interroot, which is actually another amazing thing to do. Thank you so much. All the details how to contact us are here, and we will actually provide you all the information of our guest Anynode and Oliver. Thank you so much. Thank you.